It is a calamity. We are witnessing people being rescued from their homes in bare feet, shivering, some people without clothes. You're going to be able to see some people that are shirtless, some people in their pajamas. A heartbreaking and devastating scene here in this town. This is one of the areas with some high ground, so it's been established as the staging area. And we have watched countless boats come through, volunteers, civilians, pulling up with their boats and then heading out into this water right here. And then a short while later, those boats come back with entire families, with elderly people, with children, and with dogs. And then those people end up here at the side of this median waiting for trucks or for a bus or for someone to come pick them up. People are shivering. People are standing in the soaking wet rain. It seems like they were plucked from their homes very rapidly, because many people don't seem like they were terribly prepared. It is a devastating scene here. There are choppers, there is fire, there is police. On our way in here, we were backed up in traffic, truck after truck after truck, with a boat attached to it. People, humans, rushing in to help other humans. This is one of the counties in Texas that also sent out the SOS. If you've got a boat, we need it. And there are people responding right now, but as you can see, the number of victims and the number of people displaced is rapidly increasing, and that is these people here on the side of a 4-lane highway here in Port Arthur, Texas, Molly.
Matt, it is unbelievable to see that scene. They really don't look like they have a lot with them. I mean, it looks like the shirts on their backs, maybe a few supplies from their homes. You know, what do they have?
Here's a gentleman with some bread in a plastic container. Some people have garbage bags, but we have seen people without shoes. We have seen people without clothes. Here is a woman in what looks like pajamas. There's a child right over here to the left. There's an elderly woman right behind him, shivering and shaking in total shell shock. You could see this. Here's a woman. I'm just going to let the pictures speak for themselves over here, Dean. Entire families being loaded into the back of trucks, pickup trucks, dump trucks, what is being referred to as people movers. This is a town of about 55,000 people. Just spoke to a county official a short while ago, and he says all 55,000 affected in one way or another. This is not a county boat we're looking at. It's not a sheriff's boat. This is a fishing boat. So it's probably another civilian volunteer.
Matt, looking at these pictures and how little these folks have, it really leaves me concerned with how quickly they may have had to get out, which means there may be other folks that are in some pretty dire situations. How often are these boats coming in? Is it a constant stream of people being rescued?
Molly, it's very, very constant. You see them go and come back, go and come back. I believe I saw that there was 25 inches of rain in a 24-hour period here in Port Arthur, so more than an inch an hour. On our way in here just about 2 hours ago, we were stopped in traffic with truck after truck with a boat attached to the hitch. And those boats now have just been consistently going in and out. And you'll see trucks like this over here, and that will come back with people. I can't even place a figure on how many boats are in my line of sight. And every return is just as heartbreaking as the next. I mean, here's a woman over here again. I mean, soaking wet in what looks like her pajamas. And what people have with them varies. There's some people with bags and water and bread, and people with, I mean, here's two people without their shoes on. So that tells you how rapidly they may have had to escape. There's what looks like a family, a young child wrapped in a Mickey Mouse blanket, and the woman with them doesn't have shoes on. There are several people here who don't have shoes on. Once again, I mean, I'll just let these pictures speak for themselves. Here's a gentleman being put on the side of a highway, being laid on the median, someone carrying his cane behind him. And then these trucks come in. These are what we see piles of people get in when on our way in here. Some of these would have 12, 24 people in them, shoulder to shoulder, like a war zone, like an evacuation zone. Just unimaginable pictures.